Johann Sebastian Bach was born in Thuringia, into a musical family where nearly everyone played or composed music. Orphaned at an early age, he was educated at a church school. His youth was devoted to studying the organ, violin, and composition, tirelessly copying scores to grasp the intentions of the great masters. Bach served at courts, churches, and schools, creating music that often felt too complex for his contemporaries. His passions, chorales, preludes, and fugues, form an architecture of sound where every voice matters. He rarely left Germany, composing prolifically, as if speaking to God through music. After his death, he was nearly forgotten until the Bach revival in the 19th century. "Music is a gift from God, not a matter of fame," he said. Maria Leopoldina was the daughter of Holy Roman Emperor Francis II and a member of the Habsburg dynasty. She received a classical education, showed interest in sciences, and spoke several languages. After marrying Portuguese Prince Pedro, she left Europe for Brazil, a country that became her destiny. As Brazil's first empress, Maria Leopoldina played a pivotal role in the country's path to independence. While her husband hesitated, she secretly supported separatist ideas and signed documents that paved the way for breaking with Portugal. She inspired Pedro to act, and later people said, without Leopoldina, there would be no empire. Though she died young, she is remembered as a wise, modest, and devoted woman to Brazil. "I was Austrian by birth, but Brazilian by spirit." Peter Paul Rubens was born in Zieken to a lawyer's family who had fled from Antwerp. After his father's death, the family returned to Flanders, where young Peter received a classical education. From an early age, he showed brilliant talent for painting and was apprenticed to Antwerp artists. After traveling to Italy, Rubens studied antiquity, Titian, and Caravaggio, blending them into a unique style of Baroque power and sensuality. He painted for kings, diplomats, and cardinals, and was a diplomat himself. His workshop became the symbol of Flemish painting, and the images he created defined the visual essence of an era. "Great painting requires a great heart," he said. Even after his death, his influence is felt in every stroke of European art. Elizabeth Stuart was born into the Scottish royal family as the daughter of James I of England. She was raised at court, receiving an excellent education. In her youth, she was called the English Rose and was considered a match for European monarchs. Becoming the wife of the Elector Palatine, Elizabeth was briefly Queen of Bohemia. Her reign lasted only one season. For that, she was called the Winter Queen. Exile, hardship, and the death of her husband did not break her spirit. In exile, she became a center of intellectual life for Protestant Europe. "I lost a throne but kept my dignity," she wrote. Her descendants ruled Britain, and her image remains a symbol of resilience and nobility. Ernest Augustus was born into the powerful Welf dynasty and was groomed from childhood for statecraft. He received a solid education, joined military campaigns, and eventually assumed the title of Duke of Brunswick-Lüneburg. His life was closely tied to strengthening dynastic power within the Holy Roman Empire. As ruler of Hanover, Ernest Augustus gained great prestige. In 1796, he was granted the title of Elector, making Hanover a key state of the Holy Roman Empire. His ambitions were closely tied to his son, the future King George I of Great Britain. He reformed the administration and supported the arts, but is best remembered as a clever strategist who balanced Viennese interests and Protestant alliances. The Elector achieved what armies could not, they wrote in London. Leonora Christina Ulfeldt was born in Copenhagen, the daughter of King Christian IV of Denmark and his morganatic wife, Kirsten Munk. From an early age, she was prepared for court life and soon became known for her intelligence, determination, and noble modesty. At 16, she married the influential statesman Corfitz Ulfeldt. The marriage was a union of ambition, but also misfortune. When Ulfeldt fell from grace, Leonora followed him into exile and later into prison. She spent 21 years in confinement at the Blue Tower, where she wrote a memoir that became a classic of Danish literature. In her writings, she said, "I am a prisoner not by weakness, but by duty." After her release, she became a symbol of courage and feminine dignity, and her name was enshrined in Denmark's national memory. Karl of Saxony was the illegitimate son of Augustus III of Poland and Countess von Kossau. From early youth, he held the title of Prince of Saxony and received a military education. Raised at court, Karl was known for his courtesy, noble manners, and quick wit. In the mid-18th century, Karl was appointed Duke of Courland, a region ruled by few but coveted by many. His reign involved a constant struggle for influence with Russian and Polish aristocrats. The Duke left a lasting mark on culture and architecture, especially in metal. "A throne was granted to me, but not peace," he once said. His figure embodied a compromise between ambition and diplomacy in an era when Courland balanced between great powers. Maria Luisa of Parma was born a princess of the Bourbon-Parma dynasty. The granddaughter of Philip V of Spain, she was raised in a court where diplomacy and strict etiquette ruled. At 15, she married the future King Charles IV of Spain, entering one of Europe's most powerful royal houses. Maria Luisa quickly became an influential figure at the Spanish court, but her power came with scandal. Her chief ally and rumored lover was Manuel Godoy, the Queen's favorite and prime minister, who rose swiftly thanks to her support. The people and chroniclers condemned her extravagance and influence, especially in times of crisis. "Royal virtue is now imprisoned," critics wrote. After Charles's abdication, she was exiled and died in obscurity.